Welcome to the 4 a.m. club. This is not my usual setup, but I couldn't not make a reaction video to the new James Gunn Superman trailer. So just wanted to watch it early in the morning and give you guys my thoughts. I'm super excited. So I had to get to work, so I wasn't able to do everything I wanted to. So let's watch it right now. Dude, I wonder who beat him up.
Crypto. Home.
Crypto, let's go! Woo-hoo!
Take me home.
Superman.
My initial reaction is I think James Gunn knows exactly what he's doing. I think he has a plan, which is what the last DCU just didn't have. Now, the one criticism I keep hearing is like, oh, it's not Henry Cavill. Dude, I love Henry Cavill. He's a great actor. Dude, he's freaking ripped. You gotta appreciate that. I think his look was amazing. I think his mom was casted very well. The Yellowstone dad, not so much. I mean, he wasn't terrible, but it just, like, if anyone knows anything about me, I was so obsessed with the TV series Smallville that I literally dressed like Clark Kent. My family has a ranch, and so I felt like, ooh, I'm Clark Kent. And I'm wearing blue today to honor Superman, and I have my glasses with me to honor Clark Kent. But what I'm trying to say is like, there's been so many good adaptations of Clark Kent and his parents that version of them in The Man of Steel was kind of disappointing, even to me at the time when I was like 13 years old when I watched the first Man of Steel. I loved the movie. I loved the action scenes. I loved everything about it. The only thing I was like, was when he like snaps Zod's neck, right? And a lot of people hated it. I didn't hate it, but I was just like, okay, if that's a one-time thing, then I'm okay with that. That's fine. I get it. But then, like, in Dawn of Justice, he goes straight into killing people. And I get that they were terrorists, but it's just like that's the whole problem with the DCU with Zack Snyder is they just didn't have a identity of the true characters, the world's finest. And he kind of put his own spin on it that he gambled and people didn't like it. So with James Gunn, he's definitely putting his own spin on it. But I think it's going to be more positive and more hopeful. And dude, I am so excited. First live action Crypto. Like, that dog, like, I think it's so cool if that happens a few times where he's like Superman's getting the crap beat out of him and he's like, Crypto, take me home. Like, that's sick. Who doesn't want a dog that can just fly them home whenever they want? So, I mean, my biggest question is like, who is the one that kicked Superman's butt? Like, is it Green Lantern and Hawk Girl, or I said Hawk Girl. I meant to say Hawk Girl. Is it Green Lantern and Hawk Girl? Is it, somebody else? Is there a villain or somebody in the film that we don't know about? I don't know. I know that Lex Luthor is going to probably be the main antagonist, and he's probably going to have the plan or plot that is against Superman. However, and it looks like he's kind of going to be, and for a moment there looks like there's a part of the trailer where he is pissed, and that's what I think I'm looking forward to the most is seeing a accurate depiction of Lex Luthor instead of what we got in Superman versus Batman, because that I just hated it. That was the Riddler. That was not Lex Luthor. And I've said this before in some other videos. I think it'd be great to have Lex Luthor be the brains behind the plot, but if he's the brains and he creates the problem for Superman, the physical problem at least, I think that'd be way cool, and it's something I'm looking forward to. It's probably something they will do. Overall, I have never been more excited for a movie other than the Batman Part 2. I can't decide on what I'm gonna wear. If I'm gonna buy a Superman suit and wear it there. If I'm gonna dress like it's so much fun. I'm telling you, going to the midnight, or not the midnight, they don't really do that anymore. But going to the day of premiere, opening night, and it is so fun. So if you are a Superman fan, I highly recommend doing that. In the description, there is a link to the actual trailer, so go check it out. Go follow DC, go follow James Gunn, because he's the way he will post a lot of his updates is through his Instagram or Twitter or whatever. So I'm super excited. I think it's moving in the right direction, and I couldn't be more pumped. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new to the 4 a.m. Club, please subscribe. And I did do a video on the 7 things I want to see in this film. That was a couple of months ago. I'll probably do an updated version. As long as I get to see Superman with his powers and like just really displaying those powers, I'm going to be excited as long as the story's good. I don't know if Lois Lane's going to know that he's Clark Kent or Superman. I mean, obviously there's some romantic tension there, as you saw in the trailer. Said in another video, I am super excited just to see his ice breath, just, especially when it's cold out. I always pretend that. So I'm freaking pumped. Can you tell? I did a closing to the video and I kept talking for like 5 more minutes because I'm so excited. And if any of you are Invincible fans, like Invincible just gets his butt kicked all the time. And then there's this one scene at the end of season 2. Spoiler alert. There's just one scene at the end of season 2 that he's like, you have no idea how much I'm holding back.
You have no idea what I've been through. How much I've been holding back.
And I think that's what everyone was hoping for in that series. And so every other adaptation of Superman, he's like super overpowered. And because, come on, he's Superman. Like that's his thing. But it looks like in this one, at least if he looks like this, it looks like maybe he's not super overpowered, or he's just a version of Superman that holds back. And then maybe we'll get that same kind of energy out of him at a later film. I can't wait. I think this was the right move to start the new DCU and connect everything. I just know that they're going to do a good job. So